Welcome back to Film vs. History. I'm joined by Horatio Gould.
Hello.
And Mrs. Horatio Gould.
There it is.
Bebe Cave.
Look at this for the first time.
The second time.
Second time, what?
First, she's the second time she's been on the pod.
Yes, it's the first time that you've had a repeat guest.
Yes.
And it's the first time that you've had a guest that's engaged to one of the hosts.
This is the first time we've had... Yes,
First of many.
Yes, first of many.
We're going to Henry VIII is going to sort of... We're going to become bloated and just have a sort of carousel.
Victoria's been on twice. This is the first female guest we've had on twice.
Yes.
Sorry,
a second Bebe Cave has hit the podcast.
Yes, a second Horatio Gould has hit the podcast. It's also, I like the idea that you're here to announce your engagement and that the podcast has essentially become the back pages of the Times, where high-earning individuals announce their engagements.
Yeah. No,
it is really convenient timing, actually. I'll make sure to hold my microphone like this.
Just to get the ring in.
Really
was the last time you saw Charlie skiing, pretty much?
No.
Yeah, because it was good to have a first-hand account of...
Yes, we should have a sort of...
Do you want to explain what happened from your
I
perspective?
really don't.
I don't want to talk
about it. I really don't.
No, just from your perspective, just set the scene.
Horatio, don't make me do that.
No, that's quite. What I'll say about Stephen Bartlett's podcast is he kind of eases the trauma out, and you've just kind of like a fucking truck driven into it.
To do my least favourite thing, which is be gross.
Oi, love, talk about how bad his shits were on holiday. That's essentially what you've done.
I knew I shouldn't have told you. I knew that you would.
No, you ran back and you're white as a sheet. And you're saying, on the landing, it was one of the worst smells I've ever smelled in my life. I
feel that's unfair.
You said that I heard him furiously flushing, I believe.
It was only because it happened 2 days in a row, and I thought that might be something genuinely wrong.
So was it on the second day that you?
It was on the second day that I thought, and I said,
God bless you for buttoning up for a day. That's nice of you.
It was when I thought maybe there was something wrong with the drainage. And then it was the second time hearing the flushes from upstairs. I just thought to myself, like, that really is so. It's so severe that I wonder if we're all gonna get sick. Do you know what I mean? I had to.
Yeah.
Did it change it the fact that for lunch you saw him eat a giant steak tartare?
Yes.
He
literally looked like he was eating a dog's dinner. It was the most revolting plate of food I've ever seen in my life.
No knife and fork in my head. No knife and fork. Just.
And it's, the thing is, when you stay with people for the first time, even if you know them quite well, there is a real, there's an intimacy to it. There's intimacy to it. Yep. I saw him wandering around in boxers and a little vest.
Yeah. I mean, you see that here in the office, doesn't it?
I also, it's also because, Charlie, I don't want to embarrass you.
Go on.
It was also because we were playing cards, and I went down to the basin to get some fizzy water, and it was in both. It was the bathroom downstairs as well as what I was saying, and so I knew it was you. Because the thing is, it was because we'd been playing cards.
I go in there to fart.
Where did you go to fart?
To the toilet.
I think that's fine.
Because it was such a recognisable.
It was very distinctive busk, and it was. He
realised it must have been you then, because it was like I'd seen you go downstairs a few times during the card games, and I wondered what was going on there.
So today we're talking about Pablo Picasso.
I don't want to talk about it.
I should just say that, but I would like to add that as a link, I think Picasso, obviously, I think you were shitting on the bowl in a sort of quite Picasso-esque way.
Yeah.
God, I'm sorry,
I think it looked like an actual poo. I think you were just kind of spreading.
I'm really sorry, Charlie. I know you didn't want to talk about that.
Absolutely. Picasso-esque shits in the toilet of the Airbnb that you guys were staying in.
Really sorry.
No.
But in a way, it's kind of interesting because if we're thinking about the themes of the episode and, the relationships that people have, what is it, what is moral to include in art? Can you include every aspect of somebody's life?
What is moral to include in the toilet? Like what's...
No, I mean, you decided to share this intimate detail of Charlie's because you knew that it was going to be beneficial for your art. He benefits from it in a way too because it's
art
funny.
Isn't pretty.
I don't think I'm benefiting.
Sometimes not being faced up to the truth.
That's not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say it's interesting as to how much you can romanticize someone who is public facing, quite fun or like entertaining, but actually the reality to live with them, very, very difficult man.
Exactly. But also maybe the hangover of sharing so much.
Yes.
And I think Charlie obviously shares a really wonderful, whimsical side of himself.
Is it whimsical?
I think so.
I was a paedophile for a year. Oh, what a whimsical waif back there. Thinking he's a fucking nonce for a year.
Well, I think that
stop that twee bollocks for you.
It comes with cons, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe
surviving Charlie Milner, when that documentary comes out, you can have a talking head.
I'm going to have to be one of those people that shuffles the microphones. Yeah.
How much can you separate the fart from the fartist, I guess?
I'm really sorry, Charlie.
It's we brought it up. Now, we brought Mrs. Horatio Gould on the show, and in my head, I'm saying, you know how when we were on tour in Bristol, and that guy in Bristol said your name? I said, and he went, yep, and you're staying with Mr. Horatio Gould.
It was like a travel lodge in Bristol. Yeah, he'd never seen anything like it before. And I understand it's not a normal name, but to go Japanese, he goes,
That's how I now think about him. Mr. Horatio Gould.
It's Mr. Horatio Gould.
Because you're quite an arty couple, I suppose, now, aren't you?
You often say this is probably the sort of thing your missus wears, and it'll be like a mad hippie flower dress. Healing fields. Because Amanda's quite earthy and real.
She's a bloke, really.
She's not into any of the star sign stuff, astrology.
No.
Whereas Bebe, now that the relationship's more locked down, I feel you're kind of going quite far that way.
I think so. Maybe because I feel more comfortable that you won't leave me.
Because at the beginning you used to laugh about star signs and said it was only just, but now I've recently seen you in the middle of the night getting pieces of paper and out the window you rip it up in front of the moon, which is pretty like horror film sort of stuff, Exorcist sort of stuff.
Really, you throw paper at the moon?
No.
Wow.
It's a full moon.
I don't even dream at night. I'm just asleep.
Look, it's a full moon ritual, and it's the same thing as manifesting. It's the same thing as tech bros fucking waking up at 6 a.m. and I don't know, going to the gym as a ritual. It's ways that human beings compartmentalize big feelings and try and be happy.
Yeah, but you say you're getting more hippie-ish.
I would say
you say you're going to end up as a fat witch, is what you said.
Yeah, I did say that. I do think my future is that I will be a fat witch at some kind of big stone. I think I will be traveling to see a big bees. Stone. Yeah.
To recap, right, in the last episode we dealt with Vincent van Gogh comprehensively. We never have to talk about him again. He was an insane Dutch man who killed himself eventually, not for want of trying, and died in poverty.
He was a fucking nightmare.
He's a fucking nightmare. Yeah. Right.
Toughest hang.
Very tough hang. Difficult pint. Yeah. And yet, because his sister-in-law was sort of fanatically promotes his artwork after death, he becomes this archetype of a tortured artist. And he's sort of this beginning of can you separate the art from all that? Yeah. Now,
Charlie's a tortured fartist.
Yes, tortured fartist. Now, today we're going to get into Pablo Picasso.
Yeah, I'd say these are the two biggest names in art.
Yes,
Van Gogh and Picasso.
I'm into Picasso, right?
But you just like his view on young women.
I like the man. I like the things he did as a man.
Yeah.
The art, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
But how he lived his life is a template for us all.
Yeah.
Picasso once said of women, there are two types of women.
You're already loving this. You're loving this.
Goddesses and doormats. Yes. You know, what's that saying? You want to be a gentleman in the street and a, what's the thing?
Yeah, so I want to be a goddess in the street and a doormat in the sheets.
Because he has had his legacy is tarred with accusations of alleged misogyny and abuse.
Right.
But he's also, separate to that or entwined with that, probably the most recognisable artistic style of the 20th century.
There is a citron called Picasso, right?
Yes, there is.
And like that,
with his signature.
How many other artists could be named after a car?
Well,
Hitler, I guess. You wouldn't call it Citroen Hitler.
Citroen Hitler, big Golf Hitler, Volkswagen Hitler. But that's true, actually. You're really bridging the gap there from art, from gay to straight, aren't you? Naming a car after an artist.
But I guess Picasso bridges into the commercial age, right?
Yes, you're right.
So the modern idea of branding, near the end of his life, he kind of reaches that zone where you can become distilled into a brand. I guess Van Gogh has been, but not anything to do with him.
Obviously, he likes Impressionism and Van Gogh. Bebe, what's your kind of artistic taste?
Well, I really have a big interest in the pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood.
We'll talk about on the Patreon.
Which we can talk about on the Patreon. I think that my view towards art is, especially if you're somebody that entertains ideas of wanting to be an artist or a painter or something like that. If you actually go to art school, it turns out you have to learn about all the different kinds of disciplines. And when I was 20 and kind of confused with what I was going to do with my life, I vaguely thought I might go to art school and realised that it's not all just pretty pictures of like girls smelling flowers in the garden. And that's actually mostly the
That's
pictures
your shit, right?
that I like. So
girls smelling
I very
flowers.
much am interested in sort of like Victorian, romantic.
Sorry, because that's girls smelling flowers in the garden. That is an escape from your holidays with Charlie, which is girls smelling shit in an Airbnb.
Shallow.
I like...
You know, that's what art's about, isn't it? It's escapism.
It is. That's what I was going to say. I like art that is really whimsical and dreamlike and feminine and
rather than the masculine, visceral reality that you inhabit.
Truly.
Picasso is born in Malaga on the 25th of October, 1881.
I was just in Malaga.
Bebe, would you like to place this? You're aware of our placing system by now.
She's not great with dates.
Okay, fuck you.
Sorry.
I'm going to say he was born in 1881, which is around 40 years after Queen Victoria has been made the Queen.
Okay,
lovely.
Not bad.
Yeah.
And it's just before...
Anything. Pick anything.
After Queen Victoria has been made the Queen.
And it's before...
But it's before King Edward is made the King.
Okay, boom.
Okay,
how about
borderline, that's good.
Is that good? Sorry, guys. I'm really not good with dates.
That's fine. That's fine. It's just a history podcast.
I'm not good with history, to be honest.
Should we do some drawing? Because it's an art episode.
That's a good idea. Why don't you draw BB? And we could you know what? We'll all draw throughout the episode.
No. Can you draw the scene of BB on the kind of platform smelling your shit for the first time?
Okay, yeah.
Sure. Just try and
Just
recreate.
because you're fucking engaged with me now doesn't mean you get to do
but
all this stuff I don't like.
It's an artistic. It's a really.
No, I'm reclaiming
It's
it.
an interesting moment.
I think all of us should draw throughout the episodes at different times, and so we get a sense of the different expressionisms that we all use.
Right.
So Picasso was born in October 1881. So weak was he at birth that the midwife thought he was a stillborn.
Right.
And then supposedly the myth goes an uncle blows cigar smoke into Picasso's face, and he wakes up and then starts breathing.
That's a good uncle, right?
That's a great uncle.
Yeah, sounds like
that's
your
a terrific
dad.
uncle. Yeah. So this is him, very weak as a boy, but a loving mother, and an artist father who specialised in drawing pigeons.
So basically an early Nepo baby.
He's a fucking pigeon botherer. Yeah. So supposedly at the age of kind of toddler, my kid's age, he's drawing some things that adult artists
Apparently
are
his
already...
first word was pencil.
Really?
That shows you
In English?
Or I imagine probably Spanish. No, sorry, I meant Spanish.
But so apparently, like as a kid, he's drawing things that adult artists are like, "Whoa, I can't even do that."
Yes, he's a prodigy.
He's a prodigy.
But I
that's
mean,
the
the
word.
number one thing about Picasso, probably when you start really respecting him, is how good at traditional art he was as a teenager, right?
Yes.
He could do it photorealist paintings in his sleep.
So
he's chosen to make it look like
13,
a fucking drop trifle.
Picasso did a painting age 13 that it made his dad vow never to paint again.
We saw that in real life, Horatio.
We did.
Yeah.
So is this the painting we're getting up now? He painted this one at 15 years old.
Yeah.
So he goes to all these art schools, but basically he then spends his whole career kind of unlearning all the... Deconstructing.
Yeah.
He becomes so bored of being so perfect, which is quite all right, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Narcissist.
Quote, it took me 4 years to paint like Raphael, but a lifetime to paint like a child. Pablo,
would you say,
you nailed it.
Would you say the Berlin facial aesthetic is quite Picasso? Where it's like you
100%.
take a normal face, and it's like, how do I make it? It's Picasso.
Yeah. I'm going to put a piercing on my eyebrow. I'm going to cut my hair in a stupid way that's deliberately bad because that's how confident I am.
Yeah.
But don't you think that...
you're a two and in disguise because the hot people are dressing the same as twos.
It's not a disguise, though. It's not disguise. It's going, I'm owning being a two. I'm looking even uglier. Which can make you think that I'm makes you think I'm not ugly because it makes you think I've made myself ugly.
No.
And actually, if I was trying to look fit, I'd still look ugly.
Yeah.
That's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
They're sneaky and they should be shot.
But do you think that it's something interesting about genius that if you do become so masterful so early on that everything just does become boring? Do you think it leads to sort of this like sense of rebellion as a teenager. You almost don't want your child to be too good at things, too smart, in case they get so bored that they end up having to become this
paedophile,
crazy man.
Yeah.
What's interesting about Picasso though is that it's quite a rare journey that someone is so perfect and so amazing as a kid that they then become avant-garde and they invent a whole new style. Normally, they just become like a child actor. They get bored of it, and just go to the head, Macaulay Culkin, overdose, and that's it. Right?
Yeah.
They get bored. That's their life.
But that's because the art form that he's creating, he has total control over. He's the one that can put his art out there. He has all the authority. Child actors become fucked up because they stop getting picked. There's another person above them that is the one that decides if they're going to. I think the reason why an artist is able to grow in this way is because they are truly the director of their own existence.
Why are you sniggering?
Why? Why are you laughing?
I don't want to talk about the podcast. So I don't know how good podcast it'll be. But Charlie wrote Picasso like anal ? Fine, that's just a normal Charlie search. But then I saw that, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And I looked up and the way that Charlie was looking at me like, just waited for me. Picasso like anal, like. So pleased with yourself.
Do you think when you were a child, what would be the thing that you were best at that would have made your father go, okay, I'm never going to do that thing anymore because my son is so good at it?
Should say sucking cock.
Come on.
No. Wait. He saw you sucking cock.
I'm never doing that.
I can't do that.
I'm never doing that again.
I can't compete with that.
I'm never doing that again. I think I'm going to suck cock. Fuck me. This kid's really got it.
He's a genius.
No. It'd probably be like, because my family's all intensely musical.
Right.
Really, really musical.
Really?
Granddad's got an OBE.
For what? An oboe?
Not an oboe. No, an OBE. He used to run like the National Youth Orchestra and stuff.
Right.
And then my dad was in a band. My dad was in a band before I was born. Then I was born, and then he was like, "I haven't got any money," so I became a teacher.
Right.
But my mum was a concert pianist for a time and stuff. Like they're all very musical.
Right.
So like if we went to church at Christmas or something, they'd all be singing the descant. And I'm just going,
So you didn't have that talent?
No. I would play double bass for a bit. I just got so bored because I couldn't play bass how I wanted to play. I wanted to play bass like Jaco Pastorius, so you won't know who that is.
Is it Oscar's brother?
Bass God, not Oscar's brother.
Right.
No. He's bass God, right?
Oh, right. So this is what you thought you were, but you were. This was in your Gavin Plum era, right?
Yes, I'm fat, wearing a Hawaiian shirt, wanted to be bass God.
Yeah,
but I couldn't do it, obviously. Yeah, and I also couldn't be asked to practice.
So this is putting Emma Watson.
But also, maybe your parents wouldn't have approved of this type of bass playing.
I would be not invited to Emma Watson's party. I'd go home and take it out on my bass guitar. It sounded like Try. You know,
he did an audition to be Dudley in Harry Potter. Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
So let's get into Picasso's personal life, because from a young age, I think maybe age 12 or 13, his dad basically goes like, "Oh, son, check this out," takes him to a brothel. And from that point onwards, his relationship to sex never really changes.
Well, I know people whose first sexual experience has been their dad taking them to brothels. Yeah. And I think round the world.
I've got friends whose first... Yeah.
But it is quite a regular thing. I think it's completely mad.
I thought you said that's completely normal.
Yeah. But
I know some boys at school that had that experience too.
Really? Their dad took them to a brothel? Mm-hmm. I mean, father-son bonding is difficult. It is
but you don't want father-son bondage.
Bondage, yeah. You don't want father-son bondage.
Father-son bondage.
BDSM. That's where that stops being
But I guess the idea is that you sort of, you see off the new ball in a brothel.
And it probably makes sense.
It's your first, because by the time then you have your first actual emotional experience.
But also in terms of muses and the way that he uses women later on in his life for his art.
Allegedly.
If you see women as providing you a service, whether that's sexual pleasure or artistic merit, I mean, maybe it cemented something in his brain early doors that he associates women with use, and you exit after you have extracted their value.
So he's 13 when his dad takes him to a Spanish brothel, but his dad is Spanish, so I guess the
Spanish.
Just to say brothel.
It's not like, he went to a Spanish brothel. Okay, well, fine, fair enough. They love it over there.
Like tapas. You have a little bit.
Dip it, we'll have a bit of anal over here, bit of sucky over here, and then we'll get a big vag for the table.
You guys so quick. I'm not going to be able to keep up with it.
Quick?
We're quick in certain subjects.
Yeah.
Are they talking about muff, pedos,
Yeah.
dildos?
We're very quick 14-year-old
Even
boys.
in the last year since I came on, you really
got
have.
quicker, you think?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Quicker
Yeah.
than last time.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing.
But it's still the same soundboard, though.
Yeah.
It's just Fred again. Just doing that. So work, sex and tobacco are his addictions, supposedly. He's married twice, has 4 children with 3 women. And yes, allegedly, several women suffer severe psychological distress after the relationship.
Most women have psychological distress anyway, though.
Yeah, and 2 attempt suicide. But again, how much can he be, how much...
Put this at his...
What's his amazing quote about women are born to suffer?
Cumbuckets.
Charlie.
What did you say?
A cumbucket.
Cumbuckets.
Charlie.
Cumbuckets.
What's Picasso's amazing quote? Women are
Women are cumbuckets.
Charlie, that's
As
disgusting.
Picasso once said, women are cum buckets.
No, vessels for suffering.
Machines for suffering.
Machines for suffering.
for suffering.
Not vessels.
Yeah.
That's quite a misogynistic term. They're
I see.
machines.
Machines, of course.
The problem with the
Yeah,
art is like obviously there's now been that kind of Hannah Gadsby relook at artists and it's like problematizing them, but it is undeniably romantic and it produces great art. Mm-hmm. We talk about it now, and there's a documentary saying it's awful they treated women like this, but women themselves find the ideal romantic in art, don't you think? The idea of the suffering woman still is as an artistic archetype.
Absolutely.
It's still people play up to. It's still what the great artists.
But I also
often
think that
use.
there's something interesting because his mania and his the way that he constantly reinvents himself with all of these different eras.
Yeah.
Maybe because of boredom, maybe because he's too talented. To me, in a way, his crazy life is actually quite feminine, but because he's so masculine about it, because he doesn't apologize for himself, we associate it as being this very masculine man. But
you think he's just like an unapologetic?
I think maybe part of the
woman?
reason why he's so artistically interesting is because of there's this femininity to it as well, with the mania and with the constantly reinventing himself.
He's Catholic.
Yeah, he's Catholic.
Yeah, I'd say it's Catholicism.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it hard to work when you're in love like this?
I find it hard to work being in love. Yeah, I get distracted all the time.
So Picasso's
You have
granddaughter...
ADHD.
Yeah, it's true.
And you were struggling beforehand.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm actually just really lazy and jobless.
Yeah.
So I don't really have to work anyway.
Anyway.
Not now. Gonna become the Erica Kirk of fucking Bumbleweed.
Yeah, so she's saying she's going to Erica Kirk me. Fake my assassination
I'll really
and then
live
try and
up
become
to my
So
potential
funny.
when Horatio gets
We are
assassinated.
joined by Finn vs. History's very own Erica Kirk. Get the video of her dancing like 3 days after the.
I love the video of her
Do you
dancing
think she
on
might have
top of the
killed
coffin.
him?
No, I just think she's. I don't think she's taking it that badly. So, Picasso's granddaughter is the first time where I suppose his legacy is really compromised.
That's not
in a
true.
way.
So
No?
many of his wives wrote books. My life.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Picasso
Yeah,
and
but
things
his
like that.
wife doesn't write books.
Yeah, exactly. But they're
You're
copies
right,
of his
but-
wife. He's not had sex with his granddaughter, so she's objective.
That's true.
So he
So
quotes...
he's not Gandhiing her.
No.
Right.
No.
Doesn't give it the Gandhi treatment.
Quote, he submitted women to his animal sexuality, tamed them, bewitched them, ingested them, and crushed them onto his canvas. After he had spent many nights extracting their essence, once they were bled dry, he would dispose of
So
them.
that's Picasso's granddaughter. But your new show that you're doing in Edinburgh is about being a muse and wanting to be a muse. The whole idea of the show, if I'm not wrong, is that it's about what happens if you don't even get picked to be a muse.
Yes.
If you think about all the uglier women who didn't get ingested into canvas.
Yes.
And you talk about it, it's like it's awful how you treat these women. But think about the ones who don't get that. They would still be looking at the women who.
Well, because I think that actually, as women, even though we know that this kind of treatment and I don't know, like boiling down to your essence and then being extracted, whatever. We know that it's kind of toxic, but at the same time, it's all we know. So therefore, it's difficult to not desire your own objectification in a way. Like it's difficult to not want to be a muse when that's seen as the most important thing.
Yeah.
Or is it just that it's still, even though you're still being liked,
Exactly, you're being observed.
you're being desired?
Yeah, being desired and being observed, and that makes
This
you
is
feel
why
like you're
it
real.
changes the Fritzl case entirely.
Well, exactly.
You're still being liked.
Well, he liked me. He liked me. At least someone out there's
Also,
Someone out there's got my back.
More than some people could say.
Someone out there's blown my back out.
If somebody's really talented and somebody's like seen to be a great artist and he picks you and he takes you seriously.
Picked. You got picked.
Yes, you're picked first.
But it does make you probably feel like you probably are capable of great things yourself.
So, in 1927, Picasso, who's
That's how I feel that Horatius picked me.
Right, I see. Picasso, so he's Picasso, age 45. In 1927, he meets Marie-Therese Walter, who was 17. That's you ripping paper of the moon. Now this is game, okay? Game recognised game. He meets a 17-year-old outside a department store in Paris and says, "I'm Picasso. You and I are going to do great things together."
That's his classic line.
That's what he messaged me on Instagram.
Grab your coat, love. You've pulled. It's essentially that, right? Now, Marie-Therese is the real. It's probably the worst of the abuse, maybe.
Okay.
I think so.
Depends how you see abuse.
Yeah, the alleged abuse. Yeah, not Mother Teresa, Charlie. Not Mother Teresa. He does not sexually abuse Mother Teresa. So he,
Has there been another one?
Sorry?
Are there any more Mother Teresas, or is it like Gandhi?
It's not like the Dalai Lama, no. It's not a hereditary sort of, or like a...
Yeah, so he repeatedly reinvents himself, as you said. So at what point is it basically when he's like in his 20s that he starts just being the Picasso that we recognise? When does he unlearn? When does he stop doing this incredible...
It seems like his 20s or even younger than that. It seems like pretty much from the off.
So he has his so-called blue period,
Blue balls.
1901 to 1904, which follows the suicide of his close friend.
He shot somebody who turned his proposal down.
So this is artist Carles Casames. In 1901, he proposed to a model in Paris.
Nice.
She rejects him. He draws a pistol and fires at her. The bullet missed, but knocks her to the ground. He thinks he's killed her, so kills himself.
That's an amazing...
So you were saying that you fucked your engagement
I did,
a bit.
yeah.
Not quite as bad as...
No. That's a real botch job.
Yeah, you've really fucked your engagement up. How did it go? Well, she's fine, but I'm now dead.
I imagine that happened all in about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that 10-second video. That's incredible. No.
Then she gets up and is like, "Fuck, Christ." Anyway, but this inspires Picasso's kind of more somber period. So so these are still quite conventional.
This is emo Picasso,
but it's still quite conventional, quite sort of blue.
Very
it's the
dark
1900s, so it's right on the turn of the century. The surrealism hasn't fully come in yet.
No, and Cubism will break through just after this, sort of around 1907. Cubism, he is one of the inventors of. There's a school.
Yes.
There's a Cubist,
co-founder.
A Cubist school, which is a slur in my head. He's a member of the Cubist school.
Yeah.
Rather than depicting objects from a 2D normal viewpoint,
depict them as cubes.
They're just fucking.
No, you just see it from loads of different perspectives, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's kind of influenced by sculpture, isn't it? Or like
so this is more Picasso that we'd understand. So what year is this?
This is more like the Citroen Picasso.
Yeah.
That doesn't really do anything for me.
What, this stuff?
Yeah.
Why not? Because there's no people in it. It's just guitars.
I think it's probably just because maybe it's influenced so much of art through the decades, and then even advertising. I think the colouring and everything like that. For some reason, to me, feels a little bit like an advert on the tube.
Yeah, it's commercialised now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
It reminds me of those graphic design people, you know, the people that have become really popular in like sort of adverts for like oat milk that are just, like have really big bodies and tiny heads. A bit like your body.
Don't point at him and say that. That's so rude. You can't point with your finger, just like your body.
Yeah,
point at it. Like a Picasso.
Massive bodies and tiny heads. Like yeah.
But
sharp point as well.
Like, to me, it screams a little bit like 2010s millennial graphic design.
This is the first time. This is the first time you've been on the pod since your fat Elvis comment.
Yeah, you struck again.
Yeah, a second comment has hit the. Oh no, I
love that fat Elvis thing you did in your poster.
It's just Elvis, baby.
I think growing up,
to be fair, that was one of the funniest things that happened.
I really am sorry about that thing, but I think growing up is a process of realizing we all think that we're good people, and I actually don't ever think about anything before it comes out of my mouth, and I'm only learning to do that now. I was going to say something very rude to him yesterday, and I thought to myself, no, that's going to upset him. That turns out that they mean it. When your mum tells you you have to think before you speak, I actually never did that, and I really apologise for the fat
think before I speak.
Yeah, famously.
Okay.
Always thinking.
Sorry about the fat Elvis thing.
Should we have a look at? Should check
you
in your
great shape now.
Check in your drawing. So Charlie, just what's this work called?
My baby.
It's called Your Baby.
My baby.
Did you draw my tits?
Did you draw her tits out?
Charlie.
I would say that looks like a baboon with tits. Is what I would say. But
is this her smelling? Is this the moment she smelled?
Why am I naked?
Yeah. And so she went.
Why are you drawing me
No, wait. You say she got her tits out when she smelt the shit.
Possibly.
It's very Picasso-esque.
Yeah.
Meaning I hate it.
Okay, that's fine. We'll make sure we get some close-ups for the people at home. But that's Charlie's. You've given her a real monkey face, is what I'd say. That's what I'd say.
But anyway. You can't rush art.
No,
My
you
boobs
can't.
look good though. Thanks.
So now he had a very weird relationship to animals, Picasso. So he had a goat was walking around his house.
Yeah, he was fascinated by goats.
Esmeralda the goat.
Yeah, he couldn't believe his luck.
This is such a common theme among like quirky male artists.
Goats?
That they have animals wandering around their houses. I wonder if it's like
Affectation.
It does feel like such an affectation to me.
So he found an injured owl and kept it, and then he had a whole thing. So in his throughout the 30s, he basically has this alter ego of a minotaur, which is kind of like half man, half bull. Mm-hmm. And then he would depict the minotaur engaging in kind of these violent, erotic encounters.
Yes.
And then people now interpret that as that's like him basically raping his girlfriends.
Right.
But
so
again,
but it's justifying.
His split personality with the rapist.
Yeah, but it's justifying, isn't it? If you say that half of you is a monster, like a mythical creature that cannot help his own bad behaviour.
But if you're aware of it enough to put it in a painting,
pretty sick.
Then it's like.
But it's still justifying. It would be much braver to say that you, the man, the human being, has done wrong things. It's just like, you murdered someone. You go, sorry, it's because half of me is a centaur.
Yeah, I'm a calf cow. Sorry.
Sorry, Your Honour.
That's the elf part of me.
That was the cow part.
Yeah, that was the cow bit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Would it have been more powerful if they had been raping him? I think that would have done more for me. So
now we should probably get in. Let's get into the actual the alleged abuse, right?
Yeah.
So
he burned one of his mistress's houses down, didn't he? Or his wife's.
I don't know what she did though.
One of my favourite things about Picasso is that at some point, so he has this. He's a 17-year-old girl, Awoo, who he's with, and in the modern parlance, you now say that he groomed her.
Sure.
But again, I think that's a loaded term.
Yes.
There was an age gap.
Love is love.
Yeah, love is love. All right. But he took her as a mistress, or either that, or he had another mistress.
Wait in the car.
Either he had another mistress, right? And at some point they discover each other and they confront each other, and he then makes them fight like Pokemon in his studio.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't that the most like artistic thing?
He said it was the greatest moment of his life.
Well, it would be.
Yeah,
it would
that's
be
incredible.
Awesome.
Who won? Do we know?
I don't know. Do we know?
I guess maybe because it's proof that two beautiful things can love you at once, that they can...
But it's going back to you saying about being desired.
Exactly.
That's the male version.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know, a woman wants to be painted, a man wants two women to fucking fight over it.
Exactly.
Slap
Gouge
each
their
other.
eyes out. So that's Marie Therese and then one of the other women. I can't remember who.
I mean, you both obviously thrive off of people watching you, and you think that you
Not
would get
women,
to...
no. Not women.
I'm
all
sure that there are
blokes.
some women.
It's not as cool when there's two Star Wars kids fucking lightsaber each
What
other.
is it?
I was going to say.
They've got big sticks.
Would you get some of your patrons to fight? You could do one of those like video simulations that they do, like 10 rhinoceroses against like 1,000 Roman armies.
you know those,
so
like,
you could do
10,000
your
rhinoceroses.
patrons against
One woman.
Yeah.
Well, they
Actually, I
look
wouldn't
at the
wanna see
eye,
that.
they'd all just fall over.
Oh no.
So he had the blue period. After the blue period, he had the rose period, right?
Yeah, where he painted loads of harlequins. He was supposedly really happy.
Yeah, so what do we know why he got happy? Is it because he had two women fighting over him?
Yeah, I guess
Well, he would be
maybe
quite
he'd moved
happy.
on.
So let's have a look at some of the... When does he start getting into that classic Picasso style that we know? What time
So
is
the
that?
blue period, the rose period, and then I guess he's in the kind of golden age of, you could argue, of Paris artistically, potentially, the 1920s.
Going to
This scene.
Montmartre,
Yeah.
going to the Amélie Cafe. He must have been having a great time.
Yeah, in Midnight in Paris, he goes back to this period.
Yeah.
Picasso, Hemingway.
It's the only film that
Sculpture.
Horatio will rewatch.
Midnight in Paris.
Yeah, he does.
He talks to me about it as
It's
well.
a good film. Easy watch.
Picasso is such a hoarder. He doesn't actually sell many of his paintings. He just keeps all his paintings around. Apparently, he doesn't even let his fingernails go to waste because the Spanish are all superstitious like that.
Right.
Doesn't leave any body hair around.
Where's he putting it?
Hey?
Where's he putting it all?
I don't know. Much like where the fuck do you put your laundry? Much as just everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Oh, so 1937. So two women accidentally arrive at his Parisian studio at the same time. Walter demands Picasso choose between them. Picasso then just goes, go on, girls, have a go at it. And then, Yeah, he said they began to wrestle. It's one of my choicest memories.
Yeah, he kept on painting, he said.
Yeah, he was like, well, fucking yeah, I'm going to paint this.
Yeah. Bit of peace and quiet, finally.
So during World War I, he basically just cops out, stays in France.
Because Spanish Civil War, everyone's flooding in. It's like war tourism. And he's actually from Spain, and he just fucking dips.
No, sorry, World War I, he misses out.
Oh, of course.
Sorry. World War II, he lives in occupied Paris. But he's probably most known for Guernica, which is the depicting the alleged bombing of the Luftwaffe of a Spanish town.
Yeah.
Now, we've talked about this from the very early days of the pod.
Yeah, that he made a mistake and he fucked it. And then they were like, is that Guernica? He was like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think he was trying to draw a horse and then he had several goes and he didn't change paper. And then they went, what's that? And he
was
went,
this like an abstract interpretation of the Guernica bombings?
Yeah, what you said, yeah. Supposedly, a German officer saw a photograph of it and said, did you do this? And he said, no, you did.
So he's on Reddit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. He doesn't strike me as a super political figure, even if people might interpret him as such.
Would you say is he a less difficult pint? He's definitely a less difficult pint than Van Gogh.
Oh, I'd love to go for a pint with Picasso. Tell me about the time that your two side pieces had to go with each other. Go on, that'd be fun. Van Gogh is just too much. Yeah, he's a laugh. Yeah, he's a laugh. He would sometimes offer a signed napkin as payment after we'd had a meal at a restaurant.
I mean, that'd be to be that iconic that you can just any meal. Imagine that you just scribble on a piece of paper and just breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're just fucking.
But Van Gogh can never do that.
No, because no one liked it.
Like, no, we need money. You smell. Who are you? Who are you?
You're a weirdo.
Why are you bleeding out the side of your head? So he realised that the signatures were... So I guess he kind of made it in his lifetime. And there's the opposite of Van Gogh.
He really enjoyed it.
He loved it. Yeah. Absolutely loved it.
Because there's probably nothing better than being super rich and just doing it through painting, and then you're really good at painting. It feels like you get everything. So Guernica's, I think the fact everyone knows him for this is part of the reason that everyone then starts chipping him going, actually, he was really abusive, because there's a photo called The Weeping Woman. Can you get that up? Where he basically, in order to get this, he made one of his girlfriends just repeatedly cry over and over again. So, and like but like made her cry, not like act crying, like actually was horrible to her, demeaning her, etc. And then got this. And when you see this painting, you're like, that you could have just done that without a woman there. It looks nothing like a woman. Do you know what I mean? It's so abstract. It's like you didn't need to do that. Yeah, but when people talk about, this is an iconic painting. It's a painting that
Dora Maar, sorry, that's the other one who fights.
Right.
She's in the red corner.
Right, okay.
Therese Waters in the blue corner.
But The Weeping Woman is an iconic painting, and we remember for hundreds and hundreds of years. Is it so bad that a woman got, was crying?
Well, stop clock, isn't it?
Yeah, but everyone was like, it's so problematic. A woman was crying.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. But look, we got a painting now forever.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? That's true. A woman cried. We should cancel him.
What did she do?
Yeah.
What did she ever do? Oh, she was an artist. All right, fair enough. But then, quote, she was known to Picasso as being always weeping because of their turbulent relationship.
Yeah, well, when I lost my phone and wallet on holiday, Bebe, we were stuck with just one car between us, and it was very tough getting home. And Bebe's approach to any sort of situation of stress is you scream, cry immediately. Would you not say?
I would say.
So, like, if it...
Really?
Yeah, immediately.
Scream, cry?
Yeah, it's kind of like...
scream, cry.
Pretty much scream, cry.
0 to 100.
Yeah, and I think you say you're taught this by your mother, right? Which is like a defense mechanism for...
I think that well, it's partly the way that I deal with stress.
Deal is an interesting word.
Respond.
The way that's...
Fine.
Yeah.
Respond. Okay, fine. Respond.
Yeah.
It's probably the way that I respond to stress.
Yeah.
But I also think there's...
Uber cancelled, that's what you see. If an Uber cancels to the airport, you're getting that immediately.
I think it was more than an Uber cancelling. It was that I didn't realise that with Ryanair, if you don't check in online, that they charge you for late booking. And because I didn't have an actual in-person card, because, well, I didn't bring my cards out with me. I thought I was going to be able to use Apple Pay.
Blew the cobwebs off.
Why would you? Why would you?
Yeah, well, I didn't fucking expect this guy
What do you mean, my wallet? What do you mean?
7 cards stolen.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I think it's also a female thing. It's there's strength in weakness. My mum taught me when I was a little girl, when you get in trouble, you cry, because it makes men confused and slightly angry, and
but I'm looking at this painting.
They don't want to deal with it.
I'm looking at this painting, hearing that.
Yeah.
When you're in trouble, cry. Right?
Yeah.
So she's crying of her own accord.
Yeah.
And he's just painting it, isn't he?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, as a little girl, you can do that as getting out of trouble. But
no, but as a woman too, it's about fawning. It's a fawning reflex that is like actually something in
it's like
all of animal nature. It's about making yourself
like
small. It's about making yourself vulnerable, and it like tends to get me out of a lot of troublesome situations.
Because I had to fix it. But basically,
so nasty. He's so nasty.
No, but I think when you reach a certain age, do you think the scream crying will be less? Will it be less effective, do you think?
It probably will get less effective. Yeah.
Post-menopause. Come on, love.
Come on, love. You're fucking...
Yeah, but the thing is, maybe that's my way of responding to it. It's like I'm upset with the fact that I know that it's like this is going to be a very temporary period of my life where I can make use of it.
Yeah.
And so why not make use of it?
That's a good point.
The world gives a lot of opportunities for women to cry. Hey, is that crazy to say?
No. Go on, Charlie.
When did you last see Horatio truly cry?
I have seen him cry twice in our whole relationship, and they were both at films.
Yeah.
And I bet those films had subtitles. Wanker.
I think one of them might have, actually.
Crazy. Imagine crying at a film with subtitles.
Yeah.
No, it was Waves.
Yeah.
And it was Return of Fireflies.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, no, I didn't think I cried at that. The anime.
Cry. Yeah, you did.
But then I think she turned the lights
Crying
on.
at anime. Fucking
it's the saddest film ever.
It's a really sad drawing.
Is it?
It's a really sad loads of drawings.
Just like that, it's a really sad drawing.
Crying at anime.
Yeah. But then she turned the lights on because she was like so shocked that I was crying that she wanted to capture the moment. But it's just like completely... It made me never want to cry again because you were like, you wanted to remember it so much.
I don't know. I mean,
turn the main light on.
You can judge me, but I also think that there's something powerful in like letting yourself release emotions, and there's clearly something artistically interesting about it.
So Picasso.
No one's saying you're holding it in.
Picasso, by the 70s. I'm also just thinking about when my dad met your mum.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was incredible.
And then my dad, because he's a gay man. He's basically a gay man, to put it short. Because he's an active listener.
Yes.
For a man in his 60s, very, very rare.
Yes.
Your mother had never met a man who actually listened to her. And I saw kind of her entire worldview change over, like in seconds. Mm-hmm. And then she was so entranced by my dad's spell that she missed helping you for your show, which had been done every day for a month.
Yeah.
My dad is a witch doctor.
Yeah.
He's a dangerous man.
He's a doctor for witches.
Yes, sorry. He's a dangerous man to a certain age woman. Anyway, so by the 70s, Picasso is the most famous artist alive.
Yeah.
So he lives to see his own success.
Yeah.
And he dies in 73, age 91. Yeah. Working till the end. His final wife committed suicide in 1986. So, like 13 years later. So it obviously got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
What happened in those 13 years?
Yeah.
Must have been sad. Anyway.
Who was the other guy?
Yeah.
Also, his son died of alcoholism. People think maybe it was linked to suicide or depression. But also his grandson. Shut up! I can't fucking concentrate. It's so hot. But didn't his grandson also commit suicide? I feel like a lot of people are.
It's like Love Island.
In the Picasso circle, like they kill themselves or they end up so fucked up. And I think it's very interesting when you think about like genius artists with toxicity. It's almost like this super resource that sucks the soil dry from everyone around them.
I certainly think if you're like an iconic artist, it colours everything around you. And if you then raise kids who are born with the money from your art but don't have the talent,
exactly.
I think they feel this sense of imposter syndrome that leads to depression. Stanley Kubrick's grandson is now started on Instagram and it's quite funny. He's basically like, I'm completely talentless,
this is great.
but I got loads of money. Here's me on holiday. Yeah. It's basically him on like jet skis, him going to like villas, saying like, sadly, I can't do anything. Yeah. I'm literally rubbish at anything.
He's filming his feet most of the time. Can't even hold it to his face. It's like he's fucking hardly a chip off the old block, is it?
I mean, Brooklyn Beckham's less aware of it than Kubrick's grandson.
Cruz Beckham, phenomenally talented. What a musician. It's probably my gayest opinion is that I genuinely love the music of Cruz Beckham.
Isn't he like 17?
Yeah, he's 19. Yep. Yep.
You really are a very surprising creature. Phil.
No, I am.
What?
I contain multitudes.
So that multitude is Cruz Beckham.
I like the Nazis.
I like to bend Beckham over a barrel.
I love that moment.
Bend it like Cruz Beckham over a barrel.
In the Posh Spice documentary on Netflix, there was this really nice moment where David and Victoria are talking about their kids, and it's intercut with a montage of them all in the kitchen together. This is before the Brooklyn Beckham.
Can we get some Kleenex in here?
But they basically both talk to camera, and their kids are all chatting. They're all together in the kitchen, and yes, they all come across a bit bimbo-ish. But David says so earnestly to camera, they could have turned out to be arseholes, and I'm really, really proud of us for making them not be arseholes.
His fucking grinding on all the kids as well.
Yeah. I mean, this was before this conflict, but I think that it's very difficult. If you're a successful artist, how do you raise children that are not going to be influenced by the idea that you're some genius? It's like you're borrowing. I almost think it's like when you take drugs and you borrow happiness from the next few days and you have this terrible come down. Maybe if you're a genius, you borrow all of the energy and life force from the children that you're going to have. It's going to take generations for people to have enough backstory and coolness to be talented again. You kind of are selfish if you become a great artist and you have a family, because it doesn't give your children a fucking chance.
I think that's what a fucking untalented artist says.
I'm doing it for my kids, being crap art.
Yeah. Yeah. So now Picasso becomes a surrealist officially. He's a card-carrying surrealist. Now surrealism I have a problem with.
Why? What do you think it's random?
Well, it is.
So you don't like surrealism.
But
how do you not like surrealism? Do you not like surrealism, Charlie?
I don't. I've never met it.
You're a very surreal person, though.
Yeah, you are a Dali painting.
So the whole point of surrealism is it comes out of World War One, where they think, well, the realism caused this like nightmare. So, and it's all about Sigmund Freud's theories of the unconscious. And why don't we paint dreams? Why don't we paint those unconscious thoughts? Why don't we render that? And I guess things don't have to make sense.
Semi-PTSD from the war.
Totally.
You start having to look into what's going on in the mind.
Yes.
Because people's faces now look like Picasso's paintings in real life. So, they're thinking, right, well, this is a bit crazy, isn't it? A bit random.
Bit random.
That's what you say to a World War One veteran.
Yeah, my nose is by my eyes.
Why is your nose by your ear?
Yeah.
There's a thing called Dadaism as well.
Type in
Which is about
Dadaism.
anti-art, isn't it?
So am I Dadaist?
Oh, absolutely.
So, I mean, you'd hate Dadaism. It is the definition of random. Scroll back. Yeah.
Dada.
Mona Lisa with a moustache.
Hey, what?
It's quite smug. Mona Lisa with a moustache.
Oh,
bit random.
God, it's tea towel art.
Yeah.
My first official wank. Do you see it?
What do you mean official?
What?
What
Did
do you
the
mean?
Queen cut it with a red ribbon before you started?
With the Guinness Book of Records there. What do you mean official wank?
I got
Charlie.
that poster.
So is that Dada?
That's the fucking picture you drew of me.
Yeah.
So is that Dadaist, that?
Don't know.
Getting the Mona Lisa's chebs out?
No, I don't think so. Wait. Did you actually wank to that?
I had that on my wall for a long time. And
Who put it there?
Wanking looking at your wall.
Your mum put
it there.
You're wanking looking at your wall.
Yeah, she was on there.
But your wanking is something that's on your wall.
So are you genuine?
That's crazy.
Are you?
This is like walking through a museum, wanking at the pictures. It's crazy. Normally you're hunched over looking at a magazine.
Genuinely, the first time you came was at the Mona Lisa.
Successfully, yeah.
Successfully.
That's unbelievable.
What had you been trying to do before?
Just trying to come. I was just watching porn like TV. It was horrible. It was like,
What? You like Homer Simpson with an armchair with a fucking beer, just like
boring.
changing channel. But then that did it for you.
Mm-hmm.
So artists believe that if rationality had created the violence of war, irrationality could be used to create beauty.
Okay.
So I understand it up to this point. But then you get kind of dream surrealism, where they paint really lifelike, but it's things that would never...
Photorealist, but mental shit.
Yeah, exactly. So this is kind of Pink Floyd album cover stuff, right? So objects are bigger than they should be.
This is Dali, right?
So we're getting into Salvador Dali, who was born in the, early 1900s, I think?
Yeah.
He was a massive Picasso fanboy, right?
Was he? Mm-hmm. So he's Spanish as well, I presume.
Big
and he
time.
becomes the face of surrealism, and his face now lives on in the shit moustaches of bad improv troops at the Edinburgh Festival.
Right.
He does look like a Victorian villain, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. The child catcher.
Doesn't it make sense that he actually was a fascist?
So
like,
was he a fascist?
It was like a Franco-esque.
Yeah.
It's a bit muddy waters, but he certainly didn't hate
In
the
fact,
regime.
some kind of like quirky surrealist art fans now certainly find it interesting that he's the sort of face of the surrealist art movement when it's actually something that's really associated with communism and a lot of sort of anti-fascist.
Fascism. Random fascism. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
So it's kind of funny, isn't it? But it's also the same way that with like certain quirky brands of like comedy or art or acting, clowning and all these kind of things, really associated with very liberal spaces, oftentimes will be people that are actually really, posh, privately educated.
I mean, this is something
like
you both agree with, but you're basically saying all clowns are rapists.
I didn't say that.
You say this
You
all the
can't
time.
say that,
I've got that tattooed above my arse.
But that's what you're getting at is the guy with the Doormats tone bag and his painted nails, who's, reading a fucking Simone de Beauvoir book.
Why I'm talking to white people, whatever.
Yeah, why
I
fucking hate white people about race and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're the ones who are going to be master manipulators. and paedophiles, is what you were saying.
It's not at all what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, I read
really
through the
not
lines.
at all what I'm saying.
No, I get it. Yeah.
But it is interesting that Salvador Dali, he had like a fascination with Hitler and stuff, didn't he?
But it's the 30s. You're allowed to be fascinated by Hitler.
It's true. You would have been curious at that
Who's
time.
this guy?
You'd been like, what the fuck is going on?
He's just done the Anschluss. What is that? I like this.
It's suspicious to not have a fascination with Hitler.
Thank you.
Because it does show a lack of curiosity about the extremes of humanity. Truly. If you're a straight man...
It's not extreme at the time, it's centrist. This is the story of the German Lib Dems in the 30s.
Uncle at Christmas.
It's Kleckmania.
Everyone's having a conversation at the table. He's already retreated to the living room. But he can still hear. He's shouting from there. He wasn't extreme at the time.
Hitler was a communist.
He was like a centrist at the time. It was like the Nick Clegovitz day.
It's Kleckmania. It's the first Kleckmania.
Why is there only bounties left?
But I think with Spain, though, fascist Spain... It's like fascism originates in Italy, which makes sense because Italy, it's a wet suit. Do you know what I mean? It hasn't got any starch. It needs order, needs rigidity.
Right, okay, yeah.
Spain's, I can see why if you're a Spaniard and you would, you like money as Dali did, you would then be like, well, can we fucking get something going, please? Can we get rid of the siestas?
Yeah, it was a response to siestaism.
Yes.
Well, can we find out, did siestas go down under the fascist regime?
Huge study this. We must know.
Because that's fascinating. Maybe ask ChatGPT.
In Spanish, aseo means toilet, and it's quite
yeah.
nominative
That's not what we asked, Charlie. Can you ask, or Phoebe, or just anyone back there? This is genuinely interesting.
Did the siesta culture change under Franco?
It changed significantly under Franco. It was a survival mechanism during his dictatorship, so it actually came up.
Well, so they're trying to do it to hide.
Well, I guess it's fascistic. It's enforced napping because it's Spanish.
Because it also gives you more energy so that you're able to work 2 jobs. That's what I think.
Of course.
Well, I saw like a fucking manosphere guy saying, I split my day into 2 days, and therefore I have 14 days in a week.
I've seen this. Yeah.
So you can maybe that's what they're doing there.
Except really, in the first place, they only have half a day. So really, they're just making 1 day. Franco moved Spain's clocks forward by an hour to align with Nazi Germany. I like that.
This is both Picasso and Dali, but especially Dali became obsessed with money in quite like a Warhol-esque way, where he viewed the fame, success, and how much money you have is a sign of how great an artist you are, which is weirdly also doesn't go with this surreal.
And in a way, he's kind of almost like one of the early influencers. Yeah. He's promoting himself with these publicity stunts. He turns up in a really big, heavy. Old-fashioned diving suit.
Yeah, have you heard about this?
No.
At some sort of an event, and he
He's
passed out.
He also had 3 ferrets he was walking on leashes.
Oh yeah, no, 2 white hounds.
And then it was meant to be some sort of conference about art, and then he did his speech from this helmet. But then it got
diving
stuck,
suit, but it got
and
stuffy.
he nearly suffocated to death. And so people had to wrench him out of it.
On
Fuck,
stage.
if only he died, that would be so fucking satisfying. Because now this cunt's just in the queue for Berghain.
Yeah,
exactly.
With his 3 ferrets and his little leather pants and diving helmet.
Also, so he became obsessed with money. However, to make money, he thought if you're a genius, you should monetize it as much as possible, right?
Case in point.
Genius.
This is genius.
Pedo. Genius.
Yeah, that guy's a paedophile.
So he did a Disney collab as well. Yeah, so with the original Disney.
They're both fascinating each other. He thought Disney was like a great artist, animator, and it took 58 years to finish this short film called Destino, which I guess finished both after they'd both died. It won an Oscar, and it's I guess Salvador Dali's drawings animated by Disney. It's kind of amazing.
And then, do you like his paintings?
Do you know what? It's because it's surreal, and I know it's surreal, and I know that it's not meant to make me feel anything.
So you're not surprised by anything.
I'm not surprised by anything.
See, that's how ADHD people see time.
Yeah,
that's time blindness.
Well, that's just a normal painting in Africa, isn't it?
I find the arid landscape quite unsettling.
Looks like Cornwall.
I don't think it looks like Cornwall, no.
I don't think anything looks like Cornwall at all.
Really.
Actually, do you know what, Charlie? I think it does look like
My
Cornwall.
friend Kev lives on a cliff in Cornwall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Completely irrelevant.
He lives on a cliff. Wow. In a cliff or on it?
In it and kind of on it. We eat stuff off the rocks. Samphire.
You eat stuff off the rocks. You do live in a fucking Dali painting, Charlie. That is true.
Samphire.
It's funny, because a lot of hot girls on TikTok who are painters have a very sort of surrealist style. And it is funny when you sort of compare, it's almost like a sort of a Pinterest board. It's just like these items. It's sort of, I can imagine Dali just sort of being like, yeah, cute. clock.
Would you think modern art has moved to the point where I think there is now like the artist baddie coming along as an Instagram thing, where there's like attractive girl who will post loads of images as if she's attractive, and then part of her attractiveness is that she also does sort of art, and it nearly always is derivative of.
But then, how is any? I mean, all art is derivative mostly.
What's that derivative of?
Right, let's get his Hitler one up, because Hitler one is kind of goated, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
I don't think that you should blame people for being interested in art, no matter how derivative it is, because in order to create your own style, you have to copy other.
But this is
first.
very much this podcast. The fascination, undeniably, I guess, a lot of this podcast is giving into animal urges and not being performative about and lying about things. Obviously, if you're a man, you are interested in Hitler. Don't deny it. No. And I think this painting, you can't say he was pro-Hitler, but it's terrifying.
Let me look at it.
It's little rotted pieces of food and a little postcard image of postage
Hitler.
Stamp of Hitler.
And there's a bat.
Oyster.
And there's an oyster.
And also, it's a similar setting to the Persistence of Time. It could also be in Cornwall. The weather's changed.
Zoom out. There's a sort of ghost-like umbrella. There's a telephone.
A black knob. Oh no!
No. It's a telephone. Like one end's like a scorpion. It looks like. Or
it's dripping.
Or it's dripping. It's heat.
It looks a lot like a knob.
It does look like I am seeing a big knob dripping.
It almost looks like his moustache a little.
Cashews. Now, do you know what? The more I look at it, the more I actually don't think it's about Hitler at all.
Okay.
I think it's just a photo of Hitler in the middle.
Right.
I mean, what the fuck's that about? What the fuck is going on there? Can you just tell me, can you keep that up and then get a separate window up with some kind of Gemini saying, what the fuck am I meant to think about that?
So you did that in 39.
The cut telephone cord represents the severing of diplomatic communication. Oh, it's very Beethoven's brother, isn't it? Barren landscape is the sterility and the anxiety of the impending catastrophe.
But he always does a barren landscape. I think he just doesn't know how to paint a different type of landscape necessarily.
My problem with this stuff is that it's a bit like you're seeing this and then you're reading about why it means stuff, and it's a bit like for watching an A-level drama production.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But also, you could be told that a painting means anything.
Social media
with enough
is
conviction.
bad.
Yeah.
And I think that you would be able to draw conclusions if you said any item was linked to anything or emotion. You would be able to find some kind of link there.
But do you not think with the colour of Dali's normal paintings, the fact that it's 1939, the graveness of the feeling on the continent, I feel it represents that emotion quite well.
It does represent that, but then because he's chosen these things, he's there going, how should I represent the severing of diplomatic relations? But it's Radio 4. Isn't it? It's Rye. That's a Rye painting.
Now, if you had to draw in 1939, you had to draw a painting called The Enigma of Hitler.
Yeah.
How would Finn Taylor do that?
I'll show you. It's like one of those Japanese just love hearts everywhere, and it's got massive eyes. And he's like, like that.
Well, I thought you were going to say it's one of those octopus fucking wood prints.
No, it's like
The Enigma of Hitler, and it's him going,
no, it's Hello Kitty, but Hitler's like that. Hello Hitty. Like that.
Hello Hitty is good.
So obviously without Dali there'd be no David Lynch.
Yeah.
Talking Heads is quite influenced by Dali, I'd say as well.
Do you like Lynch?
Yeah, I like Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is amazing.
Yeah.
Hearing there's a compilation of David Lynch talking about every time he forgets an idea he wants to kill himself, and he said this in so many different interviews. There's like 3 minutes of him just. And it's a very relatable thing, basically.
So perhaps more than any other movement in art, surrealism sort of opens a gate, I guess. So I suppose, if you're tracing this back from Van Gogh, which is in the Impressionists are in the 1860s, in the space of 80 years, what's possible in art has entirely changed.
And I guess the war probably has sped it all up.
Yeah.
Because everything's technology's just grown at such a rapid rate. But now, I guess, where does it leave art now? Because it does feel...
What have you done there, Charlie? What have you done? Because people are listening. Switch the video and tell us what you've done there.
Can you replace this as the Enigma of Finn Taylor, British comedian? Make it similarly dark and a bit homosexual.
Right, that's the prompt. Right,
so it's basically it's still quite Radio 4. Funny, isn't it?
What is that? Is that what it says in the mountain?
Yeah. There's cum coming out of the cock, which they've made a bit more pronounced. That's meant to be you.
It's like Bob Dylan.
It's not just a joke, darling. And then
it's classic Finn.
It's quite you.
Oh, yeah, I don't think
it's very you.
It's beautiful in the bowl.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess where is art now is the kind of
the female gaze. I just will never understand.
Because the thing about Dali,
he looks like he's got AIDS. That guy.
I like him weak.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess that.
He dies in 89.
Yeah.
Right. But at least Dali was a proper painter and he had incredible technical skills. And I think these paintings still stand up. I guess now, post-Warhol, art has got to a point where it feels like technically it's all been stripped back, right? There's a sort of a bit of a death of fine art.
Well, I think it's almost cringy to try and be good at art now, isn't it?
Because now it's so conceptual. Who are the big... Because I know in many ways, the British art scene, certainly in Europe, is the most emerging one, but the sort of what they call the young...
I have no idea.
There's like a name for them. The young
kings.
I guess it's so interesting as well because you think about what
young,
people would have. They would have had to spend so
artists.
much time actually painting, learning each kind of fine brushstroke. People had so many less things to do. Of course, they would become masters in a different way. I think that we're all too overstimulated now to spend our time becoming master painters. So we're not going to see any more master painters.
The new shit does leave me cold.
Yeah, it's not. There's no craft to it anymore, I suppose.
Yeah, and it's all about conceptual or what I don't like is so much of art is just recontextualizing other things, and that's the art. Isn't it artistic that I put a toilet in the gallery? Isn't it artistic that I got an old telly and put this on the old telly?
Well, have you read Retromania by Simon Reynolds?
No, I haven't.
Well, you should read that.
Okay,
it's about how basically past the 90s everything became a library of culture.
Yeah, it's
and rather than there's nothing new coming through.
But then also it's like it's so cyclical that every 50 years or so we say that we hate modern art, and then in 50 years from now people will say that they love the art from 50 years ago.
I think that's the big question, is that you look back at Van Gogh and Picasso and people would have hated them at the time, some of the stuff at the time, and then you could view the fucking shit in the bed now and be like, oh, that's going to be like Van Gogh. But is it? Because it does feel like everyone now is saying that we're living in a bit of a low point for art, and it's partly the commercialisation that this stuff's going for 50 million.
I don't think anyone's ever going to look back at like, oh, the Baroque poo on a floor, like, so the Rubenesque poo. I mean,
but also we aren't the only beings that can create images anymore. I think because AI,
dogs can.
Well, no, AI means that we're not in control of images being produced anymore in the same way, and therefore images are just changing in terms of what they're valued to us. We can't trust that something beautiful we see has been made by humans, so it's going to change the whole way that we view it. But
oh look, dogs can paint.
Okay, they can.
And do you know what I mean? It's not that much worse than Van Gogh sunflowers. That's what I'd say. Yeah. Anyway, well, Charlie, what have you learned?
That you can still create great work even if you eat paint.
Yeah, that's not the lesson I'd want people to take away from this series. I don't endorse...
Or sniff glue. Or glue or paint is fine, basically.
Right, okay. Yeah. Bebe, you're at the Edinburgh Festival.
Oh, yes.
For the whole month.
What's your show called?
My show is called Swoon. It's about the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, who are a group of Victorian painters.
We'll talk about on the Patreon.
Their muses and male artists and wanting to be a muse but failing to be one. So
the complicated male artists.
The complicated male artists, but also very similar themes to my last shows, which is just essentially a girl wanting to express herself and failing.
But also your shows are basically Naked Gun films and how many silly jokes are in them.
Yeah, I just do a bunch of accents.
If you listen, you do some terrific accents, and that's coming from me.
Yeah, she's a real accent artist too.
Yeah, she really are. So when you're talking about how it's about the young Raphaelite, blah blah blah, it's really funny and silly.
Yeah. That's nice. Thank you. If anybody wants to come, it's at 5:40 p.m. At the Jack Dome, all of August.
5:40 at the Jack Dome. Rabbit, dog.
Let's see it.
There. We're going to carry on chatting on the Patreon about the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, which I know what that is. This has been Finn vs. History. She's been Bebe Cave. We'll see you all again on the Patreon or next week for a brand new topic. From all of us here, goodbye.
Goodbye.